Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Here on the Solana chart, yeah, this fourth wave correction is still unfolding, probably, okay. Yesterday's video, if you watched yesterday's updates or if you get our written updates as part of the membership, the thesis was that we should still go a little bit lower, possibly towards $110 or even 102. Most likely rather the $102 area, okay. So this is still, again, this is still a zone where we are watching for a reversal, but we have to pay attention to the structures on the smaller time frame. So we're currently only in an area of interest. Yeah, there's no prediction that we're going to reverse there. It's simply, okay, we're now in a key area where we have to pay additional attention to the microstructures to see if the market generates some kind of a short-term upside reversal setup. For now, that's not the case. So I think it's still important to be on standby here on the sidelines until we really get some clear signals, because so far resistance didn't break, and also the rallies were only in three-wave structures. We're also still holding below this red trend line, but it's important to understand what the next support levels could be. That's $102 and 110 and 102, yeah. What could be the case, I mean, we're approaching really also important structural support, right? These previous swing lows here from the 5th of August, from the 5th of March last year, yeah. Then we found support here around March again. So we could easily maybe get a wick down, maybe a capitulation event or something. Fish, you know, get the stops triggered, basically fishing for stops before we then start to see a recovery. Just pointing out possibilities and potentials here. Not saying that it has to turn around exactly at $110. In fact, the microstructures actually support even lower prices. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. And then once we get a reversal signal, then we have to pay attention to the structure to the upside. And it could be an ABC structure in the white B wave. If it's a 5-wave move, it might even be this wave 1 in yellow of a larger degree 5th wave. So there's still a chance for a rally to all-time highs from here. But yeah, we're far away from that. At the moment, we first would need to see, do we get 5 waves up or only 3? And yeah, first of all, I think the main question is, do we actually generate a local low here and do we get a reversal? And let's take a look at the smaller time frame to get some clarity there. And doesn't really look like it. So in yesterday's update, we talked about this resistance zone, which got respected. So for those of you who entered short trades, please note that as long as the market now holds below yesterday's high, the focus is on lower prices, right? This is a key level against which the focus could be on lower prices. At the moment, though, we still need to be aware that there could be a wider B-wave bounce. So don't be surprised if that happens. I mentioned yesterday and earlier today in the member update that this decline was only in 3 waves, best I can tell. So maybe if we really go down directly from here, as the yellow scenario suggests and allows for, then it could be that this C wave down is an ending diagonal, because it's not a 5-wave move down yet. So I don't have a clear microstructure here. I mean, this is already a microstructure, right? We have a 3-wave move up into resistance. And if we get a break below this week's low around $112, then it opens the door to the $102 level. So that, anyway, the resistance area is clearly defined and the message remains the same. As long as we stay below resistance, really, the wave count here is pointing to the downside. Whether we get another bounce into resistance or not, it would just be considered noise. Another test of resistance is still a potential pathway, as long as we stay above the Thursday low. That's it would simply lead to a larger 3-wave move. And but for now, yeah, downside pressure is coming in, and as I said to you, there is a potential there that a triangle in a wave 4 completed on Wednesday. We had a 5-wave move down and 3 waves up. So that's a classic downside setup. Yeah. So be ready here for further downside, some further downside. Maybe here see some downside selling pressure come in for the cryptos just now. Not particularly surprising, given that most of these are still allowing for further downside. Like, for example, I covered today Casper, Render, Injective. They all point towards further lower prices. H-bar, for example, yeah, Near Protocol. save, for example, all coins I uploaded or updated here for our members. So yeah, I mean, what can I say? Bitcoin as well, by the way. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.